you ever seen Tyler Perry's movie, Why Did I Get Married? One of the main messages I took away from that movie was sometimes in life, you only get 80% of what you're looking for, but what matters most is that 20% that's lacking. And I wanted to write a song that addressed that. "80-20" is actually about the small things in relationships that are very important but often go overlooked. As you listen to some of the lyrics, he talks about conversating, and intimacy, and not intimacy on a sexual level from that standpoint, but just being able to listen and listening with the intention of hearing and being attentive. So it's about being selfless overall. That's the message of the song. Well, first, I leave the interpretation of the song to the listener. So I want them to take away whatever it means to them, but being mindful that there's always someone else that's willing to give and do what we often overlook in, everyday life and the things that are really important to people. I want them to understand that it's important to know the love language of the person that they're with and understand what they really need from them, and to be willing to learn that and be that for their significant other. I would categorize my music as R&B soul. I'm an old school soul singer. I love soul music. I write from my soul. I've written from my experiences in life, and I've been able to capture and articulate my experiences and my feelings in song and through music interpretation. And so yes, I would definitely say that I'm R&B soul. I'm a diverse music lover, so I'll go as far as to say Steely Dan. I'm a huge Donald Fagen fan. I love his voice, the texture of it, the authenticity of it. I love the chord progressions and arrangements that Steely Dan is famous for. Michael McDonald, Fred Hammond, in the gospel realm, I love Fred Hammond. He's been one of my most influential artists in my life. Many others. The music has changed, and I have a great appreciation for what's happening now in the music industry. I love the creativity, but I'm from a different time, and I'm from a time where it really took a lot, and it was great competition, almost like the Motown era, like the late 80s and the 90s were kind of like reminiscent of the Motown era when you had so many talented people and they offered so much. And R&B soul, for me, really captures that. It captures singing from the heart and just being soulful, very impactful. So I'm releasing an R&B classic album to give the world some of that, because I feel it's missing, but I don't feel that it should be forgotten in the mix of everything that's going on today. I think that we should still honor and pay homage to classic R&B. Being a 46-year-old and being in a time where music has evolved, and it's like, it's so rare now, the things that artists are doing, and I love it. I've had to compete with myself and just being able to accept who I am and being able to stay in my lane, but also being open-minded and embracing the change. So I'm very open to doing production that is current, but also staying true to myself as an R&B soul artist, and at the age of 46. So I've had some challenges. Just reminding myself that my music is still very relevant and that it does need to be heard. And I get to do my music and overcome all of those challenges and still put out beautiful music that people can appreciate. Another question that kind of ties into my previous answer. I hope to inspire others that are my age, younger, older, that have dreams and aspirations, and that because of life, because of the responsibilities that come along with life, sometimes untimely responsibilities that come along with life, we put our dreams and our aspirations on a shelf and tend to forget about them, or get to a place in our lives where we feel, well, maybe it's too late for me to accomplish that dream now. Maybe my time has passed. But I hope and I anticipate that my music will inspire the listener, and that it would enroll them into their own lives again, into their own dreams and the things that once burned in them, in their souls, because they desired them so much and they were so passionate about it. I'm hoping that the passion that I put into my own music will spark that flame in my listeners. This project began back late in 2012. And because of some of life's personal issues and some detours and some of the great lessons that life brought to me to teach me, it was postponed and delayed, but not denied. So I'm very excited to be back on track with the recording and producing and reproducing of some of the songs. And I would say I'd anticipate a release of the entire project by the summer of 2017. Yeah, sure. I'd like you to know that I appreciate each of you for your support, for your love, for your words of encouragement, for your honesty. I want you and expect you to be honest and give me feedback. I'm open to it. I am anticipating us growing together and establishing a beautiful relationship in life, in music, and continuing to build our family, our fan base, and make beautiful music and beautiful memories together.